What's good, everyone? True Patriot here, also known as CC2 Arms. Back again on behalf of Volunteer Agriculture, True Living Organic Farms. And I've been putting this off a little bit. I needed to do an updated walkthrough video. I wanted to just talk about some of the different tricks, techniques, and tips that I've got going on this year. And I've not really known what kind of format to do it under. So I figured what would make the most sense, what would be easiest, was if I just went outside this evening and I focused on capturing some moderately good footage. And then I could come back in, we could go through some of this footage. It's not going to take very long, and I could basically discuss a few points that I wanted to emphasize. Reason being, I had on Perth Observer's live stream this morning, we discussed Gray Dude. He's another friend and fellow YouTuber. He's got some tomato plants going, and there was a couple points mentioned that I probably should express. Somebody else, a few other people had asked me about the status of some of my plants. So without further ado, let's go through some of this footage, and I'm just going to kind of narrate it along the way. We didn't get into nothing real fancy, nothing in depth or thorough. I did have to cut some stuff for the makings for a big, beautiful, nice salad. We're at the time of the year where we eat quite a bit of salad around here. That being said, let me go ahead and hit play. This is from just earlier. I've not edited any of this. Matter of fact, I just now got in the house. We'll go ahead and play this. We'll see where it goes. Right here, we're looking at butter crunch lettuce at the top, and just beneath that beautiful purple flower there, folks, that is the coxcomb. I don't know if any of you follow my other channels, but you'll remember that was a new experience this year, and that was growing the coxcomb flower. That is a butter crunch lettuce. It's always a staple as far as our salad greens that we grow in the spring and early summer. They're still doing well. There's that coxcomb, which that will make a big, beautiful flower. She's not quite there yet. She's getting there. That is what is marketed, or what was marketed to me as a form of kale, and it may in fact be. It reminded me a lot of the chicory that myself and Perth Observer had been discussing during her live stream this morning. There we're looking at some more of the coxcomb, the tomato plants, and the reason I focused a lot on the tomato plants during the course of this video was I focused on 2 points. One, mine have only been topped once, and they were just topped a couple weeks back. You'll notice I've got flowers coming in up top there. Then we got some cucumber plants growing. They're doing lovely. I have let everything grow, not to an unmanageable point, but I've been trying to experiment with some different methods for bug control, insect remedies that are more holistic, natural. I had to eat some parsley. That is an Italian flat leaf variety of parsley, folks. That is the red amaranth. Curious to see what those plants will do this year. Again, just a plethora of different stuff. Yes, as unkept or unmanaged as that all may seem, you may perceive it to be, there is a method to my madness. I am doing some more natural forms of bug control this year. Later on in the year, I guess time will tell if those methods worked out. Again, we're looking at some more that I believe is the some of the acorn squash plants. We've got some more parsley plants. That is the sage, and I'm letting those flowers, I'm letting that sage. Now that sage, surprisingly, well, of course we had a mild winter here in the Smoky Mountains, East Tennessee, but that sage is 2 years old this is its second year growing. I did nothing to it. I did a light mulch cover over it through the course of winter. There you see that is the blue Scotch kale, a variety of the blue Scotch kale. We've got acorn squash. There's a green chili pepper plant behind us. Some more of the butter crunch lettuce. Always a favorite. There's some more of that kale, but it really resembles that chicory. I don't know. I might even have it wrong. I have been known to make a mistake or two here or there. Some more of the coxcomb. And what garden variety would be complete without a pot full of fuchsia plants? Of course, they've not flowered this year. I don't know if that's my mistake. I don't know. I've not really done anything differently from last year, but they, as of yet, have not flowered, which has kind of had me bummed, but we've still got time yet, folks. There we've got some of the smooth leaf kale in our salads. Raw, uncooked, just as they are. Cabbage, got me a little head of cabbage forming there. Apologies for the background noise, folks. Obviously there's things going on. There's some more of the blue Scotch kale. And I must say, a very mild flavor. When you cut those leaves when they're young, they actually do, in fact, resemble broccoli. Very tasty. Add in there, and you'll see this is one of the chili pepper plants. I had to focus on that ladybug there. Love it when I see some ladybugs crawling around my plants. It just really makes my day. And this, folks, this is just a massive dill plant. We did go ahead and we harvested just over half of her. Still plenty of time left this year that she'll bounce back with a vengeance. We'll be able to harvest a bunch more of her. That's the first cucumber of the year. Little bitty tiny baby. I don't know. I didn't plan on having a whole prolific amount of cucumbers as I did last year. I wanted to focus on some the other fruits and vegetables this year. But, you know, as with all things, time will tell. Now this bed, which many of you'll remember, was the national pickling variety of the cucumbers last year, which this year has become just a bed with some random those flowers. When those flowers first start forming, that's when I'll start manipulating the flower to increase pollination. And I just ever so lightly thump each of those flowers just as they begin to open, and as they open. Surprisingly, there's no cats running around. Maybe it's because they were all kept indoors during the recording of this video. Not that we don't all love a cat in a video. I wanted to make sure that I stayed on point and I got these topics discussed, because I did tell a few friends today that I would do this video. There again, there's that dill. And the smell that come off of her is just, I can still smell her on my fingers, folks. There you're looking at an azalea bush, which was started from a little small tiny little cutting. We've also got a red bud tree. We've got some more coxcomb plants right there, folks. Hopefully I will, at least one or two of those I'll be able to get some seed from. Here we've got some more cucumbers. We've also we've got some of the curly leafed kale. We've got some more of the red amaranth. I believe we've got a jalapeno plant. Now you'll notice all those little bee plants popping up. You can definitely tell when a person grows a lot of tomatoes, because they have little tomato seedlings that pop up everywhere. I don't know what kind of tomato turnout I'm gonna have this year. I've not really focused or tried to devote my resources and efforts to one or two things. I've just basically tried to let nature run its course. No complaints thus far. Yeah, there's some more of them little tomato plants, and like I say, they're everywhere. They're everywhere. Of course, I reuse the same soil year after year, minus a few amendments here or there. There's some more chili peppers. Already getting chili peppers. We're not even into June yet. Still, technically speaking, I believe we are in fact in spring. So for me to already be getting a good harvest from some of our later in the year crops is a good thing. Those were some beefsteak tomato plants that we were just looking at. Here we're looking at a few more squash plants, or cucumber plants. I'm getting confused, folks. Got a lot going on here. It's just been I've just been blessed with a good turnout of fruits and vegetables in general. It is a labor of love. It is most definitely a labor-intensive job, but it gets better and better every year. I'm so blessed to be able to have an opportunity to not just grow these wonderful foods, but to be able to hopefully, if nothing else, act as an inspiration for those of you that are not yet growing. And this is what I originally thought was a squash plant, and I'm tending to lean towards it being a big pumpkin plant. Some of those leaves are every bit at probably 14, 15 inches across, folks. Big, and what you see in beneath that big plant, there's some parsley, is mixed in with some chives, and we've got some wild onion in there. But there's also a big catnip plant, which we'll see that you can almost make out. Of course, the catnip is a member of the mint family. Very healthy, very good for you, very calming, relaxing. You take those young little smaller leaves, you pull food. Now there we're looking at some more tomato plants. If I'm not mistaken, I believe those are 4 Roma plants. And then again, there I go, manipulating the flowers. That does increase pollination. And there we have it, folks. I hope that, if nothing else, I hope that video was inspiring. I hope that it encourages some of you to get out there and grow. I am going to be uploading, if it will allow me, this video onto the other channel. But until next time, everybody, much love. Get out there, try to be productive. On behalf of Volunteer Agriculture, True Living Organic Farms, it's been a pleasure. Much love, everyone. Until next time, this is True Patriot, also known as CC2 Arms.